Well, guys, I'm gonna give an update on my Pikmin playthrough, and of course, by the way, I have beaten the third one. It's. I'm gonna do a review on that eventually, but I do have a kind of first impressions of the second Pikmin game. Let me tell you, not being on a 30-day cycle is actually not as stressful. I like that this game introduces what would later be the other two Pikmin in Pikmin 3. Of course, we have the white Pikmin, which are, or turquoise, whatever you want to call them, which are the fairy Pikmin that are in 3. And then we have the purple Pikmin. Some people like call them purple, some like call them black. I've seen that kind of resemblance. They are the rock Pikmin. The only teeny tiny complaint I have is it's not big. It's definitely not a game ruining problem. Not being able to go back a day. I get it. You can go back to other areas and pick up more Pikmin. But you can do that in 3. You can do that in 3. But you can also go back another day if you messed up somehow. My thing is, let's say you're trying to, I don't know, improve on how you're doing, and somehow you screw up on whatever day you screwed up on. You can't go back. Or, let's say you messed up and you killed a bunch of Pikmin in the holes. This game has a bunch of holes in it. And some of the holes are pretty challenging. The one I just did, subterranean area, it's rather difficult. I had to reset at least 4 or 5 times before I finally got to where I could beat a floor. Those bomb enemies, they are hard. The ones that have the big bombs in their hands, they're tough. But it's not a bad game. In fact, so far, I don't think the Pikmin games are all that bad. First one, other than the 30-day time limit, it's not bad. In the second game, I kind of like it so far. I will be doing a review on it when I beat the entire game. I'll do a complete review on it after I 100% it, because I cannot do a review. I don't want to do a review until I've played it completely. That's why that's why I want to get all 30 parts in Pikmin 1, because I just felt like, there's games that I have not completed 100%, but the Pikmin games, there's no excuse. They're fun. Anyway, I gotta say, Pikmin 2, it improved on some things. But I'll get to that when I review it. after I beat the game 100%. I have paid off 70% of the debt owed to that loan office that Hokatate is in. It's an amazing game. I love the bosses, especially the last boss I fought. But again, I'll talk about that when we get to the review later. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I'll see you guys next time. It might be a Pikmin 2 review.